First time ever on a dope plate. This one, a Stevie Culture song. Voicing for two-man production. Watch it out. Hey, you better hold your joy and never end your joy. Yes, you better hold your joy and never end your joy. You better hold your joy and never end your joy. Yes, you better hold your joy and never end your joy. Watch out now, a bad mind, some bad mind, make them not happy, yo. A envious, them envious, make them not happy, yo. Grudgeful, them cannot copy. Can't sleep at night, them all have feet and coffee, yo. See, I'm not trying to make a food and you was happy, yo. See me with the things I wish that you did that, yo. You cannot sleep at night, everybody you a fight. If you not stop it, take a out your life. It's better if you hold your joy and never end your joy. You better hold your joy and never end your joy. You better hold your joy, never end your joy. Yes, you better hold your joy and don't end your joy. Hey, why are they so envious and bad mind? You always fight against your brothers when you see him above the light. Why always encourage him to stay calm but not behind? That's why your brother can be better. Not growing wherever it because we now hold your joy. We always try to end the joy. Put your better hold your joy and never end your joy. You gotta hold your joy and never end your joy. Hold on to your joy. True man production. But we tell them again, we say we not gonna make nobody rock me up for happiness. Me a go seek up that kingdom and me always will be blessed. To righteousness I have access, and righteousness is what we always possess. Always do my best and let Jah do the rest. Never think of myself as being less, but always hold on to my joy and happiness, and I will never stray. Yeah, we are gonna hold the joy. We never end with joy. We always hold the joy and never end your joy. Hold on to your joy and never enjoy. Never enjoy. Hold on to your joy. Preaching it to man and woman, girls and boys. Rest up alright. The last is I live and never die. Rule and bring it up for you.
Yeah. Celestia, I know, Truman Production, a positive vibration. Every radio station. We can man interception. Then have to give them correction because them going down the wrong direction. I'm back. Live and direct. I had to set another thing because my laptop shut down on me. Again, Windows update. I thought I had set it to a different time, but doesn't seem to care too much about my command. The program doesn't seem to care too much about my command, but I'll check it out. So I am back with the fire. More fire with more fire. For sure. That's all we need. That's all we need is a bigger fire inside. Bigger fire and be true to that fire. Like not avoid it, not say not pretend that it's not there, because we all have something inside that's just waiting. It's just we need to work on it. If we don't work, but again, it's not even work. I don't think you can call that work. I don't think it's I think when it comes to your dream, to your passion, to your life work, it's not even work. It's not even grind. It's something that comes very, very natural. Very natural, I think, at one point to honor your life. To when you realize that Kelowna, okay, she's on the couch. When you come to realize at one point that you have a life, hey, you come to realize that you have something to do with it. It's just that. And I think at one point we come to a point into our life where, I don't know, some it's young, some it's older, but there's like a little whisper that tells us to do something more. I think we should all listen to that little whisper and not avoid it, not pretend we don't hear it, not pretend, because we all, come on, if we all put something magnificent in motion, we will have something magnificent in motion outside. Common sense. Common sense. And this is how we will eventually experience another kind of vibration here, less selfish, less because once you get in touch with your dream, your most magnificent dream and stuff, it's very deep. It's very deep, and you come to also recognize. You come to understand the big picture if you are in tune with the moment also. It's not guaranteed, but you will come to understand the big picture a little more about yourself, about the world, about and everything. You will have that moment of clarity at one point. I think we all got that moment of clarity when something was very clear. We took it, and when things become clear, also what happened is you take more decision. You take more decision in your life, and that's really what we need, is to harness that power of decision, to take decision, to do. That's all we need, is to decide. But it's not. It doesn't come automatic. You have to kind of realize all these stuff. I'm telling you, it's like you're in trance. It's like you're in trance here until you activate your conscience, and you activate your dream, also your magnificent dream, and because you are in trance, because I was falling for every distraction out there, every seduction, was seduced by every temptation, by almost, not every, but like I was easily seduced. Today, it's the difference. That's, once you start reconnecting and all that, you become less and less easy to less easy, moins facile à séduire. C'est ça, less easy, moins facile à séduire par tout le non-sens, by all the poison and all the stuff that can potentially harm your body, your existence, your vibe, so you kind of build an immune system. You kind of build an extra immune system, and I think that's all we need to transform that static energy into something very dynamic, and that is by starting to think, actively. Dynamic energy for me is the thought. This is dynamic, because once you start thinking, you start really, really putting some creating. It's inevitable, I think. And the thinking process is not just to say, I think of something. No, it's to really put all your energy. I was going to write energy, but to me, it's not. These are just words. They have meaning, they have power, but at one point, playing with the word like that, and you know what I mean by energy or energy. It all comes from within anyway. It all comes from within. The vibe is built from within. The strength is built from within. The focus, all this comes from within. So if you're not in tune with avec ton intérieur, c'est important d'être en alignement avec ton intérieur. Tu sais, à un moment donné, you don't want to just lose yourself in the world. Like, you must own your thoughts, you must take ownership of your life and all that stuff. And I think that's just what came to me at one point, is I had to do something. I had to do something to feel more alive. It's just to feel more alive, and that makes me feel very alive and very part of something that really matters, instead of distracting my mind with nonsense, with stuff that is there just to bring more negativity and control and mind control and stuff. So no, it's just you decide at one point that things matters more than distraction in your life. It's just that. That's why I'm here, working on this dream and working on building a new vibration, a new foundation for love, for more love, genuine love. Is what I have on my mind, is genuine love. It's not a fake love, or no, it's true love. That's what I'm aiming for, true love. I want to know what love is. I want to know what love is before I leave this realm. That's for sure. That's what I am. That's what I'm about. That's what I think we should show to each and everyone, is more love, more compassion, kindness, all these good feelings. So I want to know what love is before I leave this realm called Earth. But Earth is the heart. It's your heart. Your heart must be filled with love and compassion. That's a revolution on love and compassion that we need, not a revolution on selfishness. We don't need a revolution with selfishness and nonsense. We need a revolution powered by love and compassion. And that's what I'm aiming to be. I always told you I want to be more lovey, more, more kind, all this. So I got to work on myself because I've been programmed to some kind of madness here to avoid, first of all, the greatness inside of me, to avoid reality, to avoid other people, to divide myself. So the work has to be done is big, it's huge, but it's not so much a work. It's something today that I can say that I'm just like reborn, and now I'm living life with less fear and rebonjour. Rebonjour, less fears, and I realized also that the fears that I had were nonsense, especially the non-legitimate fear. The non-legitimate fear are complete nonsense, and that's what kept me into a static mind form. Like my mind was very static. Now it's energetic, it's dynamic because I think a lot. I reason, I create, so it's becoming very dynamic. But we gotta get there, all of us. I mean, it's not necessarily everyone that will get to a super dynamic state of mind. But if you want to make all your most magnificent wish come true, that's kind of important to be dynamic, to have a dynamic state of mind, to be in action, with your thoughts. Most of it with your thoughts, with your because you can only do so many action. You can only take so much action. I mean, there's nothing that stop you from taking grand action. But I mean, it's you're not gonna get stuff you can't handle. And so I've never been really concerned by fear take control of myself. Like, I have control, and for once in my life I feel like I'm in charge of a lot of stuff. But it's still, I gotta get charge of more aspect of my life. So it's the process. It's a process. But if I don't start, I'll never get there. Like, you don't. You gotta start something to become to that place where you want to be. Start it. Like me, it's gonna be long. I know it's gonna take a lot of talks, a lot of presence, a lot of. But I'm dedicated to that. I'm dedicated to change the vibe, inside of me, and just be a more natural being. Like, less programmed, less selfish, less all this. So I can show love to everyone, everything I meet in this divine world, and have a very great experience of love, of true love. If I can show it, like if I can show unconditional love, if I can get to that vibe, first of all, I have to get to that vibe. It's not something I cannot tell you that. Yeah, my heart is filled with love, but I have a lot to do and to know what love is, to know really what deep down inside what I have an idea. I think we all know what love is, but I want to be able to show it on a permanent basis, like permanent. It's got to become permanent. That love. It's good to say that. Oh yeah, I'm in touch with love. But I think love is something very, very powerful, if you ask me. And even it's just a word, but it's a very powerful word. When you think about love, when I think about love, I think about kindness, compassion, smile. Love is a word, but love is more than a word, because it's the smile you put on your face. It's the respect you show to others, the care, when you share. All this is love. Love is not just one word and that's it, that's all. That's why, to me, love is something very, very big, because there's lots of stuff in the love that I have to apply to my life in order to feel really that true love. That's what I feel. But it's not something that is, if I can talk about it, if I can think about it, it's possible to beat it for sure at any time. You're on your way, Janik. Oh, I'm trying stuff. I'm trying stuff, Red. I'm trying. Love is the answer to everything unconditional. I get pure, undiluted. That's it. Irritated. That's a big word. Hold on. Unadulterated. Oh, unadulterated. Hey, you're giving me a hard time there. Unadulterated. Unadulterated love. Okay, I got it. Woo. Give me a hard time with that one, Red. But yeah, it's just the field. Like I say, it's good to. We're all pretty much like talking about love. Want love. We want more love. But this is it. It's could you be love and be love? And this is what I want to be. That's what I want to be. A real beacon of love, light, hope, all the good stuff, and I think it's going to take a lot of presence. It's not so much work. Like I said, I don't feel that it's work here. Even when I go on Byte Radio or anything, I don't feel like it's work. It doesn't feel like working. It feels like it's much more powerful than it's your passion. You know, it's my music is one of my passions for sure. One of my yeah, unpolluted. Yeah, unpolluted. Okay, that's a bit easier. But I know what you meant with the other word. Anyway, to what I was gonna say, I forgot now. Must have been talking about innocent, pure love, like a child. Yeah, you remember, like when you were a child, exactly. When you were a child, and I remember when I was a child, I had that golden heart, that awe with life. I found everything mysterious. And suddenly I started to fall with the ways of Babylon and started to default and didn't find too much mystery with this life. And I started to just adopt a default state. And then your soul, your mind gets captured because you're not putting in motion your most magnificent dream. This is why I'm saying if you have in motion in dynamic energy, with dynamic energy, your dream and your most magnificent goal in motion, it's something very powerful. You don't feel like your soul is captured, and because first of all, you have no time for distraction. If your soul, your being gets captured, or whatever you want to call it, it's really because you're into distraction. You're distracted, and if they distract you with their nonsense, that's where your mind is captured. So if you liberate yourself from that distraction, that is all over you, the distraction, the seduction, and you look at yourself in the mirror and decide to make a change and to avoid all that stuff, you will create another kind of life. That's for sure. You will feel different. You will. It's the fountain of youth, like I tell you all the time. That's what it is to me. It's really. It's not something so hard to comprehend. All this. It's just. I think sometimes we just don't take time to pause, take pause and reflect, and enough with our life, and then life goes fast, fast, and then you get to retirement age, and like I don't know, you feel very tired because you know what happened with us also is often we leave the physical part in Babylon. Our bodies, our health suffer a lot from working like madmen and madwomen. So we get to retirement age and we're very, very tired and we want to relax. I was crowned a queen at 14, makes you grow up early, responsibly. Too much too young. Yeah, early responsibility. Yeah, but again, me too. I was working very early in my life. I think at 12, I was working, like I told you before. But I felt like this was a good experience, a great experience to have to be trained with responsibility and take on responsibility. The same as in my house. Gavin has his responsibility. Abby has hers, and I have mine, and we all do stuff. Like no, it's good to yeah. From the queen at 14. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's just to really focus on becoming more dynamic with our thoughts, more dynamic with our life. Be like a hurricane. Like you gotta rock the world like a hurricane. For sure. You are the hurricane, you are everything that this world has been waiting for. I felt old, then I married a childish man. Yeah. No, this is it. It's to I think we can all be more dynamic. More dynamic is also once you start creating those positive thinking, also it attached to other people thinking positively, and all this comes together. It's a there's natural laws I don't think we can avoid. One of them is the law of attraction, and that I trust a lot in this, and it's working for me in many, many ways. I can relate you stories about attraction, that the law of attraction, that is magnificent, but it's not just to see it. Like, it's good to have a vision board or say, I'm going to do this, but you have to really, it's not just seeing it. It's not just your imagination. It's really action. Action and no distraction, and you're in business. But in business, I don't want to be too busyness, but yeah, no, it's just that simple. Simple, more dynamic, less static energy, less on pause. We have to quit the pause button and start playing play with life. We have to be in with life, not you gotta be to the tape. To the tape and the player. So make sure you record a great song and put it on tape and play your song to the world, for sure. Now it's time to rock the cash bar, enjoy life, loosen up. No worries, that's it. We have so many worries with life. So many worries. And those worries come and invade our mind each and every day. I don't know anyone that doesn't think. But it's just sometimes that's what we do. We think, but we think of our problems, of our concerns, of our everyday little money situation. And sometimes if we focus too much on this, we will experience more of the same. That's why leaving also the negative thoughts will not recreate more negativity. It has, everything that you think positive, if you think positive, it has a lot of potential to become reality. If you match action with this, if you match action with positive thinking, hey, nothing can stop the creation process that goes with this. That's for sure. It's very, very powerful. Very powerful. Dante! Boom! He's there. Yeah, he's there. Dante's there. Large up, family. I think it's just to keep that fire alive. Keep that fire alive. What do you do to keep that fire alive? You keep putting wood in it. Keep nurturing the fire, and one day you will create a huge fire. And it's very hard when you have a huge fire going. It's very hard for anyone to, even firemen. Sometimes when there's a huge fire, they have to be many firemen to put it out. So it's the same. And I don't think they have enough firemen in Babylon. What's up, good man? What's up, Dante? Dante Richardson. Oh, me, I'm good. I'm better than good, better than most, and sometimes even better than that. Yeah. That's how we roll on Motivation Academy and Truman Show and Bite Radio. Everything I do, I'm always on an uplifting vibe. I try to be, I'm very positive. I'm not a man that's negative and will think of negative stuff. I really today, life is too precious. Life is too much of a divine experience for me today to spend it in negativity and sorrow and because I don't have this, I don't have enough money to do. No, the sun is shining. Everything is cool. The day will be bright. There's even more brighter days ahead, better days, because of action each and every day and positive thinking. So no, it's good to hear, and I feel the light of the fire. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what we need more to feel it. It's to never seeing you before. Who be you, good man? Dante. I don't know. It's to me, it's not really like I tell you all the time. I'm not. Don't even consider me here. Like I'm just talking. It's like in the chat. It's great to see you, but it's not really. It's an energy. It's a vibration. That's what you are. And your vibration will show in your chat, will show in your comment, will show. So so here my vibration shows in my speaking. So it's not so much about the person or the messenger, or it's the message, and it's your message in the chat, and that's what I love. I love to see you come out in the chat and leave comments, and I look at it, and I get inspired a lot by you. I'm one of the fire team. That's it. Good to hear. That's it. No, it's just I think once you create that decision to be more dynamic with your life, to be more dynamic and less on pause. There's something that's gonna happen that is, and it's astonishing. Remember, sometimes we don't want to take action because we think it's gonna take too long, or it's gonna take an enormous amount of resources to make it happen. But it's astonishing. By my experience, it's astonishing the amount of good stuff that can happen to you in so little time. In so little time, if you focus on elevation instead of falling more into the pit of Babylon, on awareness. If you elevate, and again, the elevation will create more awareness of the big picture, awareness of who you are, awareness of the world you live in. Everything will come to you. The answers will come to you if you keep yourself in a place where you're centered and aligned, and the answers will come to you. You have everything inside of you. I'm not special. I'm not special here. It's just I have certain questions that I have asked, and then answers come. But we all can ask those great questions and then take our life to another level and really be more dynamic with our life. Elevation, up, and out of the dungeon prison. Yeah, but the prison, the most prison we live in it's in here. It's the mind. The mind is and it's the hardest to escape. The hardest prison to escape is your mind. So that's why making sure you master it and you work on it, but you align it with the rest of your body, of your being, is very important. So you don't lose it. So you don't lose your mind. Don't want to lose your mind while you're here. For sure. Yeah, you're driving, Dante. Have a good, safe drive. Safe drive. God will guide me. Yeah, but God will guide me. I think this, the Jagide. Yeah. That's the last thing they told me is Jagide, and I go a lot by this also. I think there is something guiding us, on the outside. But again, according to the action we take, like I cannot just let it happen. That's the part of letting it happen. But you have to make it happen, and that's your responsibility. But there is an outside thing also that's called you have to let it happen, and that's the part of the divine vibration, God, Jah, whatever you want to call it. That divine, that's it. Dynamic is ruling the world. Hydro, aero, and thermo. Yeah, that's it. It's dynamic. Everything is dynamic in this world. Nature is dynamic. There's nothing in place with nature. It's constantly working. The blade of grass in the ground is constantly growing. The tree is growing. The everything is growing and expanding. It's just us. We stay on pause and we're static, and we stay static with our life sometimes for many, many, many years. Have you ever seen that from a tree staying static, not growing? No, everything grows. Everything grows and expands. The animals, the everything. So it's us to realize also to look at nature and look at everything that surrounds us, and everything is dynamic. So why are we staying on pause? Why do we have so much static energy? Anyway, we have to be aware of when we are being guided and not Work against, exactly. And that's the little whisper you're gonna get once you're guided to do something. And again, you might not have the big, huge experience that's gonna make your dream, your most magnificent dream, come true from one day to another. But all the little stuff that you do each and every day that you're guided to do and that you are aware also is gonna nurture the dream, the goals, all the stuff that needs to be nurtured. We need to be present. We need to be present with our own life, not only in other people's life. That's what we do a lot also. Once we bring back that presence into our own life, you can do magic. You can do magic if you want. You can do magic in this world. This world is so powerful, that the come on, the abundance, everything is there. It's just if we're static instead of dynamic, nothing really will happen. So it's just to bring back that dynamic feeling, that dynamite, that dynamite feeling, and it's like discipline and intent. Discipline and intent. That's what we need. We need to have a great intent to do great stuff, but also the discipline, very important. Yes, we do, and it feels great to be aware. Magic, true. That's it, man. You can do magic with your life. If you can have anything if you really want it. You can be anything if you really want it. And there's nothing you cannot do in this world if you put energy into it. If you put dynamic energy into it, not static, it's dynamic. It's gotta be, everything has got to be dynamic, in action, nothing on pause, and focus on elevation. Kelowna, are you trying to heat my book there? Don't think it's for you to and exceed your expectation every time. C'est quoi, ma belle? Tes yeux, ils piquent? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Tes yeux, ils piquent? Hein? T'es donc bien drôle, toi. Hein? You're such a cutie. She's such a cutie, that dog. Oh, look at her. Should see her. Kelowna! Yeah, so it's really to each and every day, that's it. Become more dynamic. Here, you see her. Hi, Kelowna, say hi. Hein? Tu manges ta patte? Je suis sûr que Red veut te voir. Hein? Red wants to see you. Red wants to see Poochie, see how she grown up. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yeah, that's Kelowna. Anyway, she's growing fast. She's going to be 6 months soon. Yeah. She's growing fast. Yeah. So don't want to work against guides, exactly. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So all puppies are cute, yeah. The guides are so patient. It's amazing. Yeah. Patient and consistent action, I think it's a great recipe to make anything come to reality. No? Consistency is the first ingredient in truth. I told you many times. Consistency. Very important. You be consistent in what you do. And dynamic consistency will bring more of that dynamic energy also. The more consistent you are in your stuff, the more energy you will feel for doing that stuff that you're doing. Like what I'm doing here. It's not work for me to come here and talk to you. I don't need an extra dose of motivation to come and talk to you. I have life. I have realized I have life. From that moment that I realized I have life, I realized that I was very powerful because I was lied to on everything in my life, and all that was to control me. So why would they want to control me? Maybe because I'm very powerful. If I come to work on myself, not work, but if I come to get to know who I am, to bring back that original vibe, I should be able to do something magnificent with my life. So, there's something that I've realized also, and this was a big change for me. And from that day, I just show up and do what's necessary instead of doing what's easy. I could do what's easy, sit in front of the TV, being distracted. Uh, yeah, fill my life with distraction and nonsense, but that's not what I want, and that's not what's gonna happen because I decided that it was enough. Yeah, patient and good guides makes yourself known, and say your guiding makes it easier on the being lead. Yeah, yeah. Check the signs. Check the signs. You're gonna get signs too, like whether it's number reappearing, whether it's event, synchronizing with your thoughts. You're gonna realize that your thoughts have lots of power. The moment I'm telling you, and that happened to me, the moment you start thinking, and those thoughts that you thought come to become reality, you're gonna realize that your thoughts have lots of power, and that from that day you're gonna start nurturing your thought in a much more positive way. If you don't feel what I'm saying here, it's because maybe you have never experienced synchronicity in your life. But you have the power to create. It's you creating that synchronicity. It's your thoughts creating reality. So your thoughts create that synchronicity, the stuff that happen sync in your life, that happen to sync just in time. That's it. It's all your thoughts. It's what you have thought. For sure, it's magic. So I've been practicing dynamic consistency. Exactly, you got it. Dynamic consistency. I got you today, eh? Ha! I got Dente today with my title, Dynamic Consistency. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Practicing dynamic consistency. That's it. Because if you're not consistent, first of all, if you're not consistent, you're probably going to give up. Because the consistency will train your mind also to do it. The consistency, your brain will not guide you to do more than probably reproduce naturally, without conditioning, without practicing anything. Your brain, probably the only thing it will do is reproduce, and that, I think, we all enjoy it, so we do it for sure. But I mean, the rest, you gotta install that dynamic processing into your brain, really, to become dynamic and consistent. And yeah, and dynamic consistency is to be consistently in action. Consistently in action. Positive action with your thoughts, positive action with your life, each and every day, nonstop. There's no break. It's a 24/7 thing. And once you wake up, it's a 24/7 thing. It's a workout. Yeah, it's a workout. You gotta train. You gotta train yourself. You gotta train yourself. You gotta train your brain. You gotta train everything. If you want to develop the muscle of your body, you're gonna need to train. It's not gonna happen without training, without lifting weight. Okay, I'm telling you. It might develop if you eat good food. You might become stronger or something, but it's not gonna develop huge muscle if you don't lift the weight. So lifting the weight, it's with the brain. It's the dynamic form of energy. It's not static. You're not being static with your brain. You're being dynamic. So you're training it, and consistently training it is very important. I love what you said there. Yeah. In coming to the next, yeah, yeah. In coming to the next level, that's it. That's it. We all want to live a better life. No one's eager to live a better life and design a more vibrant life, something we can really feel, also not being stuck up with our, have that everything that has to do with freedom, the financial freedom, personal freedom, thought freedom of the thoughts, everything. You want to feel free. You don't want to be stuck up in a cage. You don't want to be stuck up in an invisible cage all your life. You want to feel free at one point. You want to liberate yourself. And, you got to find the key for the cage, too. Once you find the key, you open that cage. It's finished. The cage will not close back. You're out, and you're venturing in the world, and you feel free. You're like a bird. You're like an eagle. No, we should live our life like eagles, not like pigeon. Not that I don't like pigeon. I love every animal. But there's some animals inspire me that inspire me more than others. Like, I don't want to live like a mouse. I don't want to live like a mouse. I have a heart of a lion. So I'm not going to live like a mice. A mouse, mice, mouse, mouse. More than one mouse, it's mice. Yeah, I don't want to live like a mouse. I don't want to live my life like Mickey Mouse. So I want to be really express that heart of the lion that I have, and never let anything disturb me. And life is amazing for sure. Life is the most amazing experience. Even me saying amazing, it is very subtle. Even the word amazing is very. I don't think I will ever come to realize how divine it is before I leave this realm. It's weird, and that's the impression I have, because I still feel under hypnosis. I still feel confused a little bit. So I don't think I'll clear all the confusion and all the nonsense and all this negativity around me before the time I leave this realm. It's very, that's a feeling I have. And I think I have an even bigger moment of clarity when that time comes. And I'm not looking for that time to come, but I think the real moment of clarity, of salvation, comes at that time. If you have done the process and you're not in fear of it, and you go into it with open heart, I'm sure it's another magnificent experience. But again, I'm not there yet. I'm right here and now, so that's what I'm focusing on. But I'm sure that to clear all the confusion and all the programming, it's like, come on, it's big, but I think there's on the way to get to the final experience. On the way to get to the final experience, it's very important if you want have a great final experience. It's important that what precede that final experience is great also, and then you'll have all that's how you create a living soul, and you stay alive. That's all. So I'm out, and I'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. again, here, same time, same place, same chilling spot. Sing my way to the treetops with the Eagles. That's it. Sing my way to the treetops with the Eagles. Exactly, Red. I love to hear that. Think big and hack bigger. Go bigger or go home. Yeah. Got no choice. We're in a time where we must take responsibility for our life and create something dynamic. Dynamic energy, dynamic dream, dynamic everything. Bring everything to life. And then you just do what you have to do to bring more of that vibration each and every day, like I do. Oh, I think that what you're saying there, Dante, is a reflection of yourself. What you're saying there, that you say I'm a great, it's just a reflection of you, man. It's just a reflection of you. What you think of me is a reflection of you. You are certainly, just for thinking that I am a great man and this, you are the same, man. You are the same for thinking that. So yes, thank you very much. But I see the same in you. You are amazing and a great man. That's how we should. That when someone tell me I'm amazing and I'm a great man, I see the same in you. You are amazing and super great. Like, this is how we. I came also to connect with other people. Is I see the same. I see within me, and I see within others what I see within me. But not everyone see within themselves what I see within themselves. So it's hard sometimes to establish a connection, but he sees what's inside me. I can easily see what's inside him. It's so easy to connect with each other. So easy once we're on a path like this. Power up. That's it. Wise Jenny. Consistent action. Consistent action. No ego. Don't involve ego. Don't involve stuff like that. Stay true to yourself, to the fire you have inside. And we are doing great. We are doing great. Great, greater than great. So stay up and in with life. And that's it. Consistent action. Rise and shine each and every day. Raise your vibe. Gotta save your life in this life. Gotta save your life in this life. Rescue yourself from the pit of unawareness of Babylon, and start, really designing the life that you want, the life that you deserve. It's not because you don't deserve it. Also, you deserve the most magnificent abundance here on earth. You're here. I say it all the time. I've said it over and over again. If you think you're not a champion, I got news for you because you have survived millions of sperm to get here. So all the other sperms in the channel that didn't make it there, you are the one that make it there. So right there, you should be so grateful to just have been strong enough to travel all this and make it to the egg and fertilize the egg and then come to life. And what you're gonna do with this life? You're gonna sit on the couch and watch TV and eat hot dogs. That's how you give thanks for life. Today, I've decided that I had enough of this nonsense of watching TV and eating popcorn, and I wasn't eating hot dogs. But what I mean, you know what I mean. But anyway, that's it. Honor your life. Honor this great life. Be humble. Be true, and remain humble. Remain humble. There's no need to feel special. There's no need to feel like you're the savior of the earth. Or no, remain humble. I'm always very humble, very approachable, very you can contact me like this. I'm very down to earth. I don't want to be in the outside of myself, lost in fake outer space or any shit like that. I want to be grounded here with you people, because that's what matters now. It's us. It's our elevation. It's not the what's outside of us. It's us inside, creating that personal revolution, each and every one of us. And that's where that's why I'm becoming the change. I'm becoming that kind of energy of vibration, because I think it's really needed. I've been roaming here for quite a while now. Quite a while I'm on Earth. And that's it. I have had experience, whether they were character building day or very good days. But I've seen. I was blind for so long. Now I see clear. For sure. I'm going to do something magnificent with that life. And I'm never going to stop. And sending great energy to all of you for sure. Yeah, thanks. I need to get out of this dump. The witches like others in misery. Yeah. And large up Dente, Red, and all of you. And I see you again, like I said, tomorrow, hoping this time my computer don't shut down on us. But no, should be good. So large up family, I love you all. Much love. Genuine love, because that's what's on my mind. That's what's on my mind is genuine love. That's what I'm sending to you all. I have an idea what it is. I can project it with thoughts. The dynamic aspect, I'm still working on it, but at least the thought or the dynamic energy. So as soon as you send thoughts, positive vibration, it's like, sometimes when you think of someone and they think of you at the same time, you tell me that your thoughts are not dynamic, they don't have energy. Why would you think of someone and that person think, it's very powerful. Anyway, I think we all have experienced these little things in life, maybe not sense the whole thing, but we have experienced it, and you come to sense things on a deeper level once you take that experience also to another level. Anyway, I could keep going all day. I'll be back tomorrow. So rise and shine. That's the order of the day. Thank you much. Love to all. For sure. Love, more love. Dante and all the beautiful people, wonderful people of this planet Earth. And I'll be back. That's it. Tomorrow, 7 a.m. It's every day. It's an everyday thing. It's a 24/7 thing, but I show up here. My mid-station. So it's like a mid-station, a reasoning, a mid-station, a time where I take to also to work on my speaking. I don't like the word skills, but on my speaking stuff. So much love, Leslie. Leslie is always there listening for sure. Much love, Leslie, always. Large up, and I'll be back tomorrow and all weekend on Byte Radio. Also, www.byteradiouk.com. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Sunday will be reggae only, reggae night. And Saturday will be a mix of 70s, 80s, 90s. A bit of everything, drums, and I found some slapping bass now and all that stuff. So I'm researching more and more great vibration with the music. So now I've come to build a huge playlist. So now we're gonna That's what I love. So I want to present you. Also, it's important for me if I go on the radio and do something that I don't do the same as everyone. I want it to be an original vibe also on the radio. So that's why I brought that those my own way to do it. I want, and I'm working on it. I haven't like reached the total. Like I cannot see yet everything that but they will come with time. I will experience. It comes with experience. I've never been DJ on the radio. I've been speaking on YouTube a lot. I spoke on YouTube a lot, done a lot of video on YouTube, but DJ on the radio, it's another thing. It's more about it's not so much about what I say there, or it's the music I present you. I want to research conscious lyrics and stuff, and to present you something that is really uplifting and for an elevation and that promote love. And so that's what I'm geared to. But yeah, all weekend on Byte Radio. You can catch me there, catch the vibe, and I'll see you tomorrow here. See ya. Boom. It's a boom thing. Keep it booming. Large up.